Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. Today, I'm at an undisclosed location, and some of you guys might recognize this. That's right. This is the old Mare Island Hospital. I guess it's a disclosed location because if I got to show you this beauty, well, you're going to have to see it for yourself. Here comes a truck here, but you can see that this has this old window panes like you've never seen before. Oh no, just filming this building real quick. Just for myself. Okay. All right, well, I'll make my way then. Okay, I'll get out of here. All right, so I just found out that this is private property, so we're gonna wrap it up here. You know, there's always somebody that's you gotta get involved, but yeah, there we go. The old Mare Island Hospital. So we'll see what happens here. But I'll give you a little look here. You can see that the windows are busted out, and these are some really old windows. So let's make our way out of here. I think I'll drive down the street and I'll put the camera outside the window because, well, this is public property right there on the street. So let's go take a little drive around this building, shall we? Okay, I'm in the truck and I'm not on private property. I'm actually on a public road, I do believe. So I'll drive to the other end of this thing and I'll go take a gander, shall we? If it's on public street, it's on public street. So it can't really stop you if you're in a vehicle, I don't imagine. So let's go look at these old buildings. Just like I said, this is the old hospital. So you can see it, right? Just right there is some old fascia. I'm gonna get out of the way of this car right here. But yeah, you can see that old decorating. Look at that. The old cannon. It looks like the whole building has got a date on it somewhere. But there's a cannon and it looks like the old White House almost. So, yeah. You know, it's funny that when people want to be bossy, they think they own the place. But you can see this place has seen better days. I'm gonna drive around the front of it. Hopefully no one can stop me here, I don't know. But I'll go down this road and take a first-hand look. What's going on here? Yeah, there it is in all its glory, the Mare Island Hospital. Well, I don't know if it was a hospital, but it was on Hospital Drive. So they used to build ships here. So like I said, this place has seen better days. I'll pan the camera over here and you can see that's probably where the soldiers used to be, but I cannot get enough of this big building here. And hopefully you can see the age in this thing. And with all the homeless people laying in the streets, you think they would convert this into housing of some sort. But they don't do that. All right, well, there you go. The Mare Island. Whoa, there's a gate there. I better back up. Getting ahead of yourself here. Yeah, that's where they used to build the ships, right there. So here's some old piping and yeah. All right, well, let's make our way out of here before we get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble by anybody. Look at that beauty. I don't even think the camera will pick it up how beautiful it is. Mare Island Shipyard is what they call this. So where is that nosy neighbor now? I don't know. He's got to stick his nose into my filming, but that's okay. That's okay, you know. Everybody's got a nosy neighbor. You can see that this place has some old palm trees. It's been here a while. Oh, look at that old, I've seen more than one of these old, well, that was a Canadian goose. But earlier today, look at, there's the old ship crane where they used to build the ships. So all the heavy parts were right there. All right, well, there's the cones I drove through. So hopefully that's not a problem. Let's go follow this person. Follow him out of here. Let's go. Looks like everything is moving pretty well. Touro University. So, all right. So all this must be already ready for business. Yeah, that doesn't look too old. I guess I'm over here at 185 Moses Way. And here are some kids that are in school or college or something. They say it's a university, but I don't know. What do they teach here? Now I'm at 105 Owens Drive on Mare Island, so you can look it up, in Moses Way. And it looks like there's a gate to exit, so let's see if that gate will open. But I would like to get over there to that crane and see that. Looks like they got fire sprinkler system here. So let's see if this gate's gonna open for me. I'll just call it open sesame. There's security, so let's see what she does. Can't do anything if I'm leaving, right? I don't know. Give you a ticket for being nosy, I guess. It looks like they got the old homeless RVs here out here. I don't know if they could stay here, but yeah, somebody's living there. So yep, there's the old shipyard. So this place has seen better days. There's the guy that was watching me in his big truck. There he is. There he is watching me. Maybe it wasn't. Could have been. You never know. All right. Well, there's the Mare Island Shipyard. Just imagine all those windows. Must be pretty hot in there. I would drive back there, but I have no business. So I will continue on my way and show you the Mare Island Shipyard. Here's one of those danger under construction. So this building is under construction. And it doesn't look like there's very many construction workers there. But I'm sure it's full of lead paint. So a lot of broken windows and barbed wire. So let's get around this corner and I'll finish this video. Yeah, there's a good example of how this place is just deteriorating. And this is the old, I would imagine, the officers. This is where the officers used to stay, the generals and the higher ups. And as I go around the corner, you could see, well, that's an old building, isn't it? You can tell by the top of that thing. It's all wore out and faded. But look at, they're doing some work over there at that one. It's all wrapped up. All right, well, there you go. Mare Island Shipyard. There's one of those old officer houses right there. All right, let's get to the front of this place and end the video. I promised you that. Oh yeah, there are some new houses they built on the island, so you can buy a new house out here if you like. Looks like this must have been the church. It looks like a church. Let's go right there to the front. It's got a big cross on it, so when they have a cross on it, St. Peter's Chapel. So isn't that a beauty? And they got it available for you and me if we want to go to church. So let's keep on making our way around here and see what we can see. But looks like there's a little park here and people are taking advantage of that. But there's some more of those officer houses, you see? Looks like the lights are on in there, so somebody must be an office or living in there. I don't know. So Mare Island, 10th Street and Walnut Avenue. But there is some beauties here. If you consider houses beauties, there's a small one, but that doesn't look old. Those old ones are those big ones like that. That looks like somebody's house, believe it or not. Or not, I don't know. I'm not gonna go knock on the door and find out who lives here. But I imagine at one time it was the higher ups. They're working on that one, so construction is happening here. This must have been Officers Row. Look at these houses. They are a beauty. Yeah, that's totally empty in there. Quarters C, it says. If you look right on the steps, it says Quarters B, 1075. So these houses must be empty. Except for I see one with a flag on it, so I don't know. Some are occupied, some are unoccupied. But as I turn right here, you can see that these old brick buildings, well, they got some age to them. Whenever you see brick, they don't build anything in brick anymore. And I'm sure there's a date on them somewhere. This says Fargut Plaza. Fargut Plaza. I don't know if you saw that on the wrought iron, but that's what it said. So that's where they used to wheel the ships right into the water. Right here in River City. All right, let's hang it right or left? Which way you want to go? Okay, we'll go right and then we'll get out of here. Just because I'm curious on that big anchor. You see that big anchor right there? You can't see it because the bushes are in the way. But at one time there was a big anchor there. This is the Mare Island Museum. So yeah, a lot of history in there. Too bad those windows are broken up. I don't know, what are these big bunkers doing right here? I can't hardly know what those are. But all the way on the side of this road, they got these big bunkers. And I can hear some activity in this place, so something is happening here. I don't know what, but I'm gonna let this truck pass me. Yeah, something's still being built here. Mare Island is still open for business. Alright, I see one more old building and then we'll make our way out. I don't like all the broken windows though. There's a whole bunch of broken windows. That's what you get when you have a building that is so old. Look at that old stack of some kind. That thing has seen better days. But yeah, if you work here, you're working in history. All right, let's get out of here. Building 112, as they say in the military. Well, there's a good example of all the old ship cranes. And if you're working here, well, look at that. You're gonna need a big boom lift. So everything in there is very big. Look at the size of that. I'll zoom in there. Can't pick it up because of the sun. But These are those prefabricated homes that we're building out here and putting fire sprinklers in. All right, yeah, there's some big stuff happening in there. Factory OS. So there's a company working here. I could tell by all the employees' cars in the parking lot. I don't know what they do, but they do something. This place is XKT Engineering, and they got an old building that they utilize. Oh my goodness, look at the size of that pipe. It's wrapped with some kind of special tape. So must be some military stuff going on out here still. Jeffco Painting and Coating. So they must coat the pipe. Yeah, look at the size of this pipe. I'm coming up on it. Oh my goodness, there's a smokestack that's no longer being used. But there's the pipe I want to show you. Look at the size of that pipe. Where does that go? That's probably 40 foot long, I would imagine. I'm not going to pull my tape out. Oh, it looks like some kind of piling for a pier. You see that? When you see those top coned off, I don't know. All right, well, let's get out of here. Oh, there's some fire sprinklers in there. You see that pipe? Yep. All right. Let's get to work. I find that kind of pretty. Those flowers are just taken up and they're crawling right up those cables. So nature does not stop. What is going on in there? Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. There you go. One little trip around Mare Island. Let me pick you up. You can see right where I'm at. Usually these old fire sprinkler risers might have some old gauges on it, but look at this thing's not even in service. You can see that the gauges are at 0. You see that? Both of them. So they got the old flow switch up here and they got the old water gong bell. So it's been better days, and there you go. You can tell that this thing is closed because the stem is all the way in there. So this thing is not in service anymore. So let me unclip you here and we'll go take a look right over here where I'm at. You can see the old Wild Pony right there, that ship. I don't know what you say it says. W-I-L-P-E-O-N-E, Wild Pony or Phony is the F. But I'm here at 1150 Nimitz Avenue, and those are the old cranes that used to build these ships. Look at that old beauty. That one's almost got a number on it. Yeah, when this thing was rolling, they built these war ships, and they did not stop. You can hear that they're working on one of those ships now and grinding away at something. But there you go, the old Mare Island Shipyard. And this is it. So if you were in war, back in World War II, this is where you would be. And I think at one time they had a huge explosion here at the Mare Island Shipyard, where a whole bunch of black guys, or African Americans, were loading ammunition into a ship and it blew up. So there you go. All right, well, I'm gonna stick this camera right to the window and we're gonna see if we can see in here. The wind's getting kind of bad. So as always, I want to thank you again. Oh yeah, here's a window we can look in. I'm gonna peek this camera in there and I'll show you what it looks like in here. Oh yeah, look at that old door. Don't drop your camera. You'll never get it out. Can you see what it looks like in there? I can't. I'll have to look at the video footage later. You see any fire sprinklers way up there? I don't know. All right, let's get out of here before we get in trouble. As always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Mare Island Naval Base adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. So, script. Looks like these gauges are old, but they're not the kind that I would like. They're plastic still, so. And let's see if we can see a date on this thing. No, I don't see a date. So let's keep going. All right. Postscript over. Oh, here's a better look in here. Yeah, it looks like they're doing some work on the ground. I can see in here now. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. I see a lot of bird crap. All right. Let's get out of here. Script. Yeah, here's those old bunkers I was talking about. I don't know what this is, but they're lined up on each side of the road all the way down. So I don't know if this is where, if this place was ever to blow up, you would have everybody evacuate into here. That's the only thing I could imagine. They're on both sides, so maybe that's what it is. If you heard an alarm, you run over here and you get inside of one of those. That's the only thing I can imagine. Looks like these guys lost the load. That's the only reason they would be in the middle of the street tying stuff off. It is apparent that they still got military out here. Look at, he's rolling. So, military is still out here. He's even got the old stars and stripes on the back of that one. And look at this. Before Hummers were cool, they look like that. Building 221 looks pretty new to me. But right next to it, well, these buildings look like they've seen better days. Especially old building 100 and 102. All right. Let's get out of here. Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. The Canadian geese have invaded Mare Island, and there's a good shot of where they used to roll those ships right into the water. I know that the wind is kind of going on me, but I don't like that with the audio. But you can see here that people like to fish here, and this is Mare Island Shipyard. I'll try to get all the way down to the water here and give you a peek. Hold on. All right, well, there's a good example. There's the fishermen of Mare Island, and you can see all the lines. I don't know if you can see the lines, but there's some of the old ships and the old fishers and the old, where they rolled those big old ships right into the water, believe it or not, right here. So if you think about coming to Vallejo, you might want to stop here at Mare Island and take a gander at this aquatic park they got, because there is a lot of history here. And like I said, look for yourselves. I think this place blew up back in World War II because they had an ammunition accident. But there's one of those old big ships that were built here. So if you think about one of them being built about every so many days, yeah, this was a busy place, 24 hours a day. So you could just imagine the noise that this island, Mare Island, was doing in those days. Okay, well, there's the Mare Island Naval Shipyard. So now I'll bid you adieu. As always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on the Mare Island Shipyard adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.